Windows 10 is one of the most recent and popular versions of the Microsoft Windows operating system. There have been many different versions of Windows over the years, such as Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 8.1, and etc. Now, Windows 10 is an operating system that manages the hardware and software of a complete computer system. Without an operating system, which is the blood of the computer system would be useless. Windows operating system is a system for desktop computers, laptop computers, tablets, embedded devices, and etc. It was released on July 2015. Now, based on this brief description about Windows 10, which is now the current interface I have on my personal laptop computer. This Windows 10 operating system has been an operating system I have used for several years, and it is very useful and also free to use due to the well design of its interface. Now that we have this understanding of this Windows 10 operating system, we are going to dive deep into this particular operating system and identify all the features, all the necessary features that we need on our fingertips to make us a better usage of this specialized operating system. I'm going to walk you through this interface and explore the necessary features of the Windows 10 operating system. Now, this is my Windows 10 operating system interface, and the first feature I want us to identify is the icons. These items that we have here on this Windows 10 operating system interface is called the icons, and icons are the graphical representations of files, folders, and applications. When you have a file created or a folder created on your desktop, you are going to have its icon representation to represent such file or folder. And currently I have these icons here, or these items here, and these items are representing programs or applications, and some are also representing files. So I have this item here, which is a file, and this file is an icon which is representing the program that was used to create this particular file. And these other items here are all applications icons, and they represent that particular program. Therefore, if you open any of these icons, you are going to have its window that relates to it. Especially, I have this icon here, which is recycle bin. When I double click to open or right click to choose open, this opens this window, and this window relates or represents this icon. Why? Because when you get access to this bar, which is called the title bar of this file explorer, you have this name that is called recycle bin, and this recycle bin is the icon that we just opened, and this window represents this particular icon. So anytime you open an icon on your desktop background, that is your Windows 10 interface, you are going to have its window representing it. Especially if I open this icon, now you can see that I have this opened window of the icon I just opened, which is the VLC media player, and that is the icon I opened on my Windows 10 interface. And this window is perfectly representing that particular icon. So icons, as I said earlier, they are graphical representations of files, folders, and applications. So when I open this, I had its window, and when I open this, I had its window. When I open this file, now I have this file I just opened on my Windows 10 interface, and I have its window open. And when you get access to the title bar of this window, I have the name of the file on this title bar. This shows that the icon I just opened has its related window available on my Windows 10 interface, and this file has been opened in the program that was used to create the file. That is why we said icons represent a program or a file or a folder. Currently, I don't have any folder created on my desktop. I'm going to create a folder. Now, recently I have created this folder, and this is the icon that is representing this folder, and the name given to this icon is new folder. Therefore, if I open this folder, I am going to have its related window, and on the title bar we have the new folder. So anytime you open an icon on your Windows 10 interface and you have its related window, check the title bar to see that you have the right name on the title bar. That is the actual representation of that particular icon. So the first feature in this particular interface, which is the Windows 10 interface, is the icons. Now the next feature of this Windows 10 interface is the mouse pointer or the mouse cursor, and this pointer that I am moving on my interface is called the mouse pointer. And this particular feature allows you to open programs, it allows you to drag and drop, it allows you to move items or icons on your interface. It also allows you to open other windows, and also you can use to play game, you can use to send information or click or double click other items on the interface. And this particular mouse pointer is being controlled by the computer mouse that is connected to the system unit. So when I move my mouse, which is the physical computer mouse, it moves this pointer on this particular interface. So this feature is called the mouse pointer. And what are some of the functions this particular feature can perform? It can be used to create folders, as we just illustrated previously. We use the pointer to create this folder. We can also use it to open programs or items or files or folders. So when I have this icon and I want to open, I'm going to place my mouse pointer on it and double click. This opens this particular icon and I have its window. So this pointer has been used to open this. You can also use this pointer to drag and drop items. That is, I can move this item from this section to this area and release, and that is going to position this icon to a different location. I can also drag this, move and release, and I am using my mouse pointer to perform these operations on my Windows 10 interface. So these are some of the functions, and it is the main input of the computer system because it is used to perform most of the work or most of the tasks that is available on the Windows 10 interface. We can use this to click on other features on the desktop background. I can use the mouse pointer to move this file into this folder. So you can see that I have moved a file which was an icon on my interface into this created folder. You can also open this folder, select the file and drag it to the desktop and release. Therefore, I have moved or I have returned the file that was located in this folder onto the desktop background. So this is the mouse pointer. The next feature of this Windows interface is the wallpaper, and this is the default wallpaper of the Windows 10 interface. And as you can see from its logo and how this logo looks like, it looks or represents a window that has a light reflecting from this particular window. This is why we call this particular operating system as the Windows 10 operating system. And this is the current wallpaper or picture or the desktop background of this interface. It is possible for you to change this interface to any picture or image that is going to suit your preference. So how can we change the wallpaper of this particular interface? And as usual, the wallpaper is a picture or an image that beautifies the interface or the desktop background. So to change the wallpaper of this particular interface, we are going to right click, choose personalize from this pop-up list. Now clicking on the personalize option, we are going to get this settings window, and by default the background is selected. and that is the interface that we have at the right pane to this particular option. Therefore, when you get to this interface or this right pane, you have the option to choose any of these predefined pictures available. You can also choose browse to access your computer system and get in touch with other locations that can consist of images, and you can use that to apply as a wallpaper on your Windows 10 interface. So let's choose this particular picture. Now when I get back to my Windows interface, I have this wallpaper representing my interface, and this has been changed by me, and I also use my mouse pointer to do this operation by changing the wallpaper of my Windows 10 interface. So this is how to change the wallpaper, which is an image that garnishes or beautifies our Windows interface. To switch back to the previous wallpaper, I have minimized this window onto the taskbar. I am going to click and then choose this wallpaper, and now I have my wallpaper back to this interface. So this is the feature known as the wallpaper. Now we are moving to the next feature of this Windows 10 interface. As I said earlier, I'm going to walk you through gradually to access all the features and how possible you can utilize them when you have access to them. So the next feature is called the Start button. Now the Start button is located at the left bottom corner of the Windows interface, and this is called the Start button, and the screen tip says Start. This feature is the doorway of the computer system, and all your installed programs which are being installed by the manufacturers and also the user of this computer system is located in the Start button. So whenever you click on the Start button, which is serving as the doorway of the computer system, it is going to reveal all applications, all items that are on the computer system, and you can easily access it. So when I click on this Start button, I get this beautiful window, and this window is known as the Start menu. So whenever you click on the Start button, you're going to get this option known as what? The Start menu. And this Start menu looks like, oh, it's similar to the menu that is provided to you whenever you get to a restaurant or a hotel, and that consists of list of dishes or list of options you can choose from. Therefore, in this Start menu, I have this applications or this list available, and these are options of programs and other files or folders that are located here, and I can easily glance through to choose the app or the program I want to work with it. Therefore, you can use this vertical scroll bar, click and drag, and as you are dragging, you are going to identify an application you want to open. And as usual, I am using my mouse pointer, and I said this is the first hand input device that helps you to perform most of the operations on this Windows 10 interface. Therefore, as I am scrolling, if I see any program or folder and I want to work with it, I can quickly click on it to open. So this is a folder. All these yellow icons here are folders. Therefore, if I click, this expands to reveal what programs that are involved in that folder. And after working through it, you can click to collapse. If I see this particular folder, which is Windows accessories, when you click, it expands to reveal other applications that are integrated and saved in this particular folder. And this folder was created by the manufacturer of this computer system, and all these applications are available. So if I want to work with this paint application, I'm just going to click, and this is going to open the paint application on my Windows interface. So I access this particular window, which is a program known as paint application, from the Start menu when I clicked on the Start button, and this was easily done by the mouse pointer. Now in this Start menu, we all know that this list are there for us to access them whenever we want to work with any of these applications or to choose a folder. Now in this Start menu, there are other options you can optimize. When you move to the top of this list, we have this hash symbol, and this hash symbol. When you click, it provides this letter representations here, and you can see that some of these letters are white and bold in color, whilst others are faded out. This tells you that those that are white and bold in color, they have their programs or their applications installed on this computer system. So it means that when you choose letter H, you are going to have programs that start with the letter H. When you choose letter W, it means that you're going to have a program that starts with the letter W. So if I click on this, you can see that this operating system has revealed all applications or folders that start with the letter W. So you can see that I have weather, I have Windows accessories, I also have Word, I have WinRAR, I have Windows system, and all these are items that start with the letter W. So when I move back and click, and then I choose M, this brings me letters that start with the letter M. And without scrolling to the top of this list, you can also click on this letter, which is M, and then you can choose C, and this is going to reveal applications that start with the letter C. And when you are done, you can go back, click, and choose H, and this reveals applications or folders that start with the letter H. So you can see that that is at the top of this list. When you click, you can choose O. So now we have these apps that start with the letter O. So this is another optimization you can have in the start menu. Another thing is when you click on these three dashes, it says start, and in this pane you have the option to see your username of this computer system. You can also access documents, pictures, settings, and also power. So when you click on this, it collapses and you have the list of applications, and when you place your pointer on it and click, you get this list and you can control them. So this is the username of this computer system. When I click on this, I have the option to change the account settings, lock, and also to sign out from this computer system. So you can take your time and walk through these options by changing your account settings, or to lock this computer system, or to sign out from this computer system. We also have this document. When you click, this opens this document directory in the File Explorer window, and you're going to have its name on the title bar. And as I said earlier, anytime you click on an icon or an option, you get its related window opened on this interface. So I have this window open based on the option that I chose in the start menu. I also have this pictures icon, and when I click on this icon, this also opens this pictures window on this interface. When I choose settings, so you can see that these options that we have here, they have their related icons beside them. So when I choose settings, this is going to open the settings window, and I have the option to apply some settings to my computer system, and this is where I'm going to see the username of this computer system, and I can navigate through these options and apply some settings to my computer system. We also have this power icon. When you click, this gives you the option to sleep the computer, shut down the computer, and also to restart the computer. So when you are done using the computer, you want to shut it down, you can use this option. And when you have some challenges in using the computer system, especially your softwares, you can use the restart to restart the computer to freshen its mind for a better usage. And if you want to sleep this computer for a period of time and then you come back to use the computer, then you can choose the sleep option. So these are some of the options in the start menu. Now when you move to the right side of this start menu, we have this pane, and this pane looks similarly to the start screen of the Windows 8 operating system. So this is where you have the option to pin some applications and organize them in a great format. And this side, when you are connected to the internet, you have some thumbnails that represent tiles. We have the live tiles and we have the static tiles. So these are arranged in tiles form. As you can see, I can move this from this section to this area. I can also move this so you have the room or the workspace to arrange these items according to your liking and based on what icons you normally use. So you can pin more icons from here to this section. Especially I have this created tile that says my apps, and I have 2 apps involved in this particular section. Therefore, if I want to add more icons, I can right click and I'm going to choose pin to start, and then this pin this app from this section to this area. Therefore, I can click and drag this. Now when you release the icon in this section, you can see that it is added to the created folder that I created for this particular tile. So these items are arranged in tiles form, and as you can see, we have some spaces which are vertical and horizontal that are separating them, so you can group certain icons or certain programs for easy access in the start menu. And you have the option to give a name. You can also click on this and change the name of an existing folder or tile item. So this is the area that allows you to arrange your tiles in the Windows 10 interface. You also have the option to collapse, extend, so you can move this section. You can also move it upwards or bring it down depending on your preference. So you have so many ways of customizing the start menu, which was obtained when we clicked on the start button. So this area is called the start menu of the Windows 10 interface. The next feature I want us to talk about is the search box, and this search box is found beside the start button. So when I move below, and then I have this area called the search box, and when you click, it tells you to type here to search, and this is going to provide you with this window, and this is the search window of the Windows 10 interface. So you have the option to type and search for a particular program you want to open. So I have searched for paint and I have the best match in this search window. Therefore, if I click on this or move to the right side of this pane and choose open, this is going to launch this application on my Windows 10 interface, and I can use it to perform any other tasks that I want to do. So if I choose this, I have this beautiful window open, and I can use this to perform any operation. So this is the function of the search box. There are other options you can optimize here. This tab is selected which says all. This means that anything that you type, which can be documents, it can be program, can be found in this section. We also have other tabs which are apps, documents, web, and also more. When you click on more, you have other options. You can select folders, music, photos, settings, and also videos. So when you choose document, it means that you are coming to search for document, and it says start typing to search for document. When you choose apps, it tells you to search for apps. When you choose web, this is when you are connected to the internet. You can search from the web directly. And also when you go here, we have more. You can choose folders, and this allows you to search for folders. So if you have created some folders on your desktop or your interface, you can use this option to search for that particular folder. You can also go to videos, and you can also search for videos on this computer system. So this is the search box of the Windows 10 interface. Now the next feature is this icon which says task view. This task view allows you to manage, open, and order windows of your computer system. So when you click on this icon, you have this area where you can see some files and folders and other items with work with it, and this shows you the date and when this was modified or created. So as you can see, I have these are the recent apps that are running, and when you move to here, we have earlier today. It means that these are files that have been opened earlier today. We also have 28th September, we have 27th September. So this is going to arrange most of your files or folders that you've worked with in this particular pane. That is why it is called the task view. It is there for you to view all your tasks that you've performed on this particular interface. So you can scroll down or use this to scroll up and down. You also have this search box. When you click, you can search for a particular task. Maybe it is at the end of this space, so you are trying to use the search box to search, to reveal or pop up search information on this particular interface. And in this task view interface, you have the option to choose new desktop. This is when you are having a multitasking operation and you want to create a separate desktop and have such operation available. You can choose this particular option, and now you can see that I have desktop 1 and desktop 2. I can create another desktop, and this is going to be available for me whenever I want to access them. So this area is called the task view. To leave this pane, you can press the escape key on the keyboard. Now the next feature on this Windows interface is the pinned and opened applications, and this area you see here is called the pinned and opened applications. So this area consists of your pinned applications, and also if you have any open application, you're going to have it on this area. So those that are open application on this bar have this light line beneath it, and those that are pinned applications have no line beneath it. And these are the differences between an open and also a pinned application. And when you have any open application and you place your pointer on it, it gives you a preview of that particular window. But if I place it on this, I see no preview. It means that these apps are not open, therefore they are pinned application. So that is this particular area. The next feature is the weather icon. This is when you place your pointer on it and click, it reveals any weather information to you on your computer screen, and this also needs the internet connection. So if you have your internet connection, you can get access to, or this is going to load information and display it in this particular window. The next one is this icon here. It says show hidden icons. So this shows you some icons that have been opened but they are hidden from the interface. But when you move to this arrow, you're going to see this show hidden icons, and you're going to see the icons that are hidden, and you can get access to it or open it. Now the next feature is the action center. So this area is called the action center, and including this particular arrow, and this area gives you the room to apply some settings to your computer system. It also gives the option to connect your Bluetooth to other devices. You can adjust your volume when you are listening to music or watching videos. You can also get access to your internet connection icon, where you can connect to the internet through other devices. We also have this volume icon, and we have the date and time available. This is where you can set up your date and time, and also change the calendar option of your computer system. And we have this message icon, and when you click, this reveals the action center, and this is when, if you have messages from other social media platforms, you are going to have it revealed here. And also messages that are coming from your local computer are also going to be found in this area. And you can see that I have this message here. You can close. So this area is meant for managing your notifications, and now we have no notifications. When you move down, we have these options here where you can change your location, you can apply some settings, you can also have some night light, you can choose airplane mode, you can choose all settings, network, connect, project, VPN, focus assist, and also we have the screen snip. You have this option to adjust the brightness of your computer system based on your preference. So if you want to lower the brightness, you can click to lower it. If you want to brighten it, you click, then you brighten it. So this is the action center of your computer system. When I click on a date and time, this opens this area where you can change your date and time and also other options here. So you can click on get started. As the information says, set up your calendar to see where you need to be. So you can get started to have this advanced customization to your date and time calendar. We also have this option, which is the volume icon. When you click, it allows you to adjust your volume icon from lower to higher based on your preference. We also have this internet icon. When you click, it gives you the option to connect your computer to the internet through a Wi-Fi or wireless connection, and all these are preference to you. So this area is called the action center, and this area is called the notification area or the system tree. Now the next feature I want to talk about is the Windows taskbar. It is this long bar or horizontal bar that lies beneath the Windows interface, and the function of this taskbar is to keep the start button, search box, task view, pinned and open applications, and also the weather information icon, as well as the notification area. So this taskbar is there to keep all these options. One thing is, when you right click on this taskbar, you have the option to apply some settings to your taskbar. You also have the option to apply some toolbars onto the taskbar, search, news and interest. We also have show cortana button. When you click, this shows cortana button on this Windows interface. So you can use the taskbar to customize your Windows interface. You can also show people on the taskbar, show Windows ink workspace button. You can check all these boxes, and if your laptop has a touch screen, you can use show touch keyboard button. This is where you'll be touching the keyboard directly from the screen. So this is the taskbar, and if you want to apply some settings, you can choose the taskbar settings. Now choosing the taskbar settings has jumped us to the taskbar interface, where we can lock the taskbar, we can automatically hide or not. We can also automatically hide the taskbar in tablet mode. We have the small taskbar buttons, so you have these buttons to turn them on or off to customize your Windows taskbar. When you scroll down, we have taskbar location on screen. Currently I have mine at the bottom. You can choose this and choose top. This is going to move your Windows taskbar to the top of this particular interface. You can also choose and place it at the right side, and I have my Windows taskbar at the right side of this Windows interface. So you can use this window to customize your Windows 10 interface on this computer system. Now I have activated the cortana on this particular taskbar, and this cortana allows you to have a virtual assistant on your computer system, where you'll be connecting your microphone to speak through. You can also type text and ask for information, and this is going to provide you with the information. And one thing you should notice is that now currently Bing has been used to replace the cortana. So all the things that you can do with the cortana, when you get access to your Microsoft Edge application, you can utilize the Bing AI that has been integrated to this software, and you can use it right forward to get your information. So now that I have this cortana open, it says sign in. You need to sign in with your Microsoft account. When you have access to the cortana, you can ask so many questions from cortana and get your exact result. So this is the Windows 10 interface, and as you can see, I have walked you through all the essential things and elements you need to know about this interface. And as you can see, I walk you through gradually so that we identify all the features, and currently I know we have a better idea about how Windows 10 interface works and how to access the individual features of the Windows 10 interface. Hope you like this video. Please like, share, comment, and also I want you to join this great community, so consider to subscribe, and we shall meet in our next tutorials.